Also here in Washington, we are learning tonight that the bodies of all of the victims of that deadly midair collision over the Potomac have been recovered. All 67 people killed, officials say, have been found after that crash between an American Airlines flight and that Army Black Hawk helicopter just about a week ago. It's the deadliest commercial plane crash in the country in just about 2 decades. You are looking here at some of the names and faces of the victims that we know were killed. Many of them, more than 20 of them, members of the figure skating community. And here you're seeing some video from today, a little bit earlier here in Washington, as crews were out trying to salvage pieces of the plane. In just the last couple of minutes, they have wrapped up that operation right as we were coming on the air, at least for the day. I want to bring in Tom Costello now. So the operation will continue. This is a big step forward in bringing perhaps at least a measure of closure to the people who had loved ones killed in this crash, but yet so many questions remain in this investigation, notably from the black box from the Black Hawk, right?
Yes, absolutely. And we will not get the black box from that helicopter until later in the week. The readout, I should say, on that black box. Now, the NTSB has it. The trouble is they want to see the helicopter. They want it to be lifted up out of the water and do a forensic analysis on the chopper itself to verify exactly the kind of altimeter on that helicopter so they can make sure that they're getting the right reading off the black box. What was the altitude of the chopper at the time of the crash? Now, we have just in the last few minutes received word from the NTSB that they have now verified from the air traffic control recordings that the crash occurred at 300 feet. You may recall I have been reporting that it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 325 feet plus or minus. And this is now put yet another piece of data suggesting 300 feet, which is 100 feet higher than that helicopter was supposed to be flying. And then we have this development with, of course, the victims. 67 of those who, of all 67 of the people who died have now been recovered. 66 of the 67 remains have been identified, according to the D.C. Fire and EMS and the Incident Command Center. And the remains are now with the medical examiner in Washington, D.C. They will begin the process of course, a very dignified process of preparing them to turn them over to the families. And I would remind you that this crash occurred just a week ago tomorrow night. So quite literally, it has taken since last Wednesday night to get all of the victims out of the cold water here on the Potomac just outside of runway 33 at Reagan National Airport. So again, 3 headlines. All of the victims are now out. Air traffic control from the NTSB confirming that this happened at 300 feet. And of course, also removing large chunks of the airplane from the water today, the tail, the fuselage, the wings, parts of the cockpit, and we are waiting probably a few more days before they bring the helicopter up and out of the water. Hallie.
Tom Costello live for us yet again tonight at Reagan National Airport. Tom, thank you very much for your reporting over the course of the last 6 days. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.